Greetings, welcome back to the channel. Mr. Henry here. Now, we have been looking at climate change, and I know you have been wondering, is Mr. Henry really telling us the truth? How do we know that climate change is actually real? Well, in this video, we'll be looking at some of the effects of the type of climate change that we are experiencing right now, which is global warming. So by the end of this video, you should at least know two possible effects of global warming, because I'm sure you're feeling the temperatures. That's the number one evidence that global warming is real, the rise in temperatures. So in this video, we'll be looking at the effects of global warming and also some of the reasons those things happen. All right, cool. All right, so just a refresher, what is climate change? Climate change refers to the long-term shift or change in the Earth's average climate, and this includes changes in temperature, precipitation patterns, and other climate-related factors. Now, the primary cause of climate change is the increasing concentration of greenhouse gases. These greenhouse gases traps heat and it leads to a warming of the planet. Now, that is supposed to be a natural thing. You know, our planet is warmed by greenhouse gases. However, because we are putting too much greenhouse gases or too many greenhouse gases in the atmosphere, that means it's giving an extra effect. It's giving an extra amount of heat or an extra amount of trapping of the heat. And the most significant greenhouse gas is carbon dioxide, and that is released primarily by the burning of fossil fuels, which you already know, fossil fuels such as coal, oil, and natural gas.
How do we know that it is happening? Here are some results of rising temperatures. Global temperatures have risen by about 1 degree Celsius, 1.8 degrees Fahrenheit, since the late 1800s, with much of that warming occurring in the last few decades. Melting glaciers and sea ice. Due to the previously mentioned rising temperatures, glaciers and sea ice have been melting at an accelerating rate in recent decades. For example, the ice in Greenland, which is a clear sign of rising temperatures. Rising sea levels. As glaciers and sea ice melt, sea levels are rising, putting coastal communities at risk. The Caribbean has many islands. Islands are surrounded by water. This means we are at risk. Increased frequency of extreme weather events, heat waves, droughts, hurricanes, and other extreme weather events are becoming more frequent and severe due to the warming of the planet. Changes in plant and animal behavior. Plants and animals are shifting their ranges and altering their behavior in response to changing climate conditions. Canada has recently had a mosquito problem. Canada used to be too cold for mosquitoes to survive. What causes climate change? Activities that increase the creation of greenhouse gases such as human activity. Human activities such as deforestation, agriculture, and transportation contribute to greenhouse gas emissions and have been shown to be major drivers of climate change. Human activities that increase greenhouse gas emissions are the primary cause of climate change. These activities include burning fossil fuels. The burning of fossil fuels such as coal, oil, and natural gas for energy is the largest source of greenhouse gas emissions. This includes emissions from power plants, transportation, and industry. Deforestation. Deforestation and other land use changes contribute to greenhouse gas emissions by releasing carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. Agriculture. Agricultural activities such as livestock production and fertilizer use also contribute to greenhouse gas emissions, primarily in the form of methane and nitrous oxide. Waste management landfills and waste treatment facilities release methane, a potent greenhouse gas, as organic waste decomposes. Transportation. Transportation, including cars, trucks, airplanes, and ships, is a major source of greenhouse gas emissions. All of these activities contribute to the increase of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere, which trap heat and lead to a warming of the planet.
Well, we've come to the end of yet another video. I hope you learned a lot about the effects of global warming. If you have any questions, remember to write them in the comments section or ask me when you see me face to face in class. Until next time, keep being addicted to geography. Peace.